Of action on the channel for NASCAR racing, but starting things off with the video game side for this weekend's NASCAR Pocono coverage live right here on the channel. As far as today's NASCAR 8 race on the video game side, we will be at the Chicagoland Speedway, which hopefully might be making a return to NASCAR here soon, as well as the... Somebody texted me real quick. Oh, that was just spam. There we go. Okay, anyway, but hopefully it'll be making a return to the NASCAR schedule at some point next season, potentially, especially if the Chicago street race ends up going away and going to a different city, which seems to be around the rumor mill. Anyway, we got to get into this thing pretty quickly here because the Craftsman Truck Series race will be starting at 5 p.m. Eastern today, so this is a part of our doubleheader. This was really the main way of being able to do a video game race during the weekend and during the course of obviously having the live commentary stream. So we will still be streaming the truck race at 5 p.m. Eastern today, but doubleheader for your Friday dose of racing. Fast Friday, if you will, right here on KRC. Starting at the tail, no practice. I did qualify. It wasn't a great lap, but honestly, I like the handling of the race car. It might be a little tight in traffic because it was a bit snug. So if I'm tight during the course of the race, we'll have to make some adjustments under the first stop. But 200 laps at Chicagoland, mile-and-a-half racetrack, 300-mile race. Our scheduled distance for today. Bam Hall, welcome to the stream. I got 3 positions in the first corner, so that's good. Racing as Mark Church Jr. for the Busch Series season. It's the first intermediate track I've raced since we returned to the gaming on the channel. We've had a road course and 2 short tracks. Trying to get back in the rhythm. Casey Mears side drafted me a little bit. Got him cleared down into turn 1. Three wide just up ahead of us. We're going to be taking a big dive. Oh, man, I think that was Sam Hornish Jr. down on the apron blowing an engine right as I was running down there. That would have been terrible if I hit him. That would have been early end of the race. We'll have people showing up. It is a very early stream for a Friday. You know, had there not been any NASCAR racing today to do the video game stream, I would have started this at about 6 or 7 o'clock per usual, but just because we were unknown of exactly what time the truck race is going to get over with, I didn't want to stream too late in the evening. Yeah, and it was Sam Hornish Jr. down on the bottom of the track. Up 11 spots in 5 laps. I'll take that. One of those was because of an engine failure, but I'll take what I can get. We've been so dominant across the truck in the Busch Series. We ran 3 races this week, and we actually won 2 of the 3 truck races. 14th at Bristol in the other one, but that's because we were on the wrong side of pit strategy because of an ill-timing caution. We tend to get yellows on the intermediate tracks quite a bit in this game. Not quite a bit, but more naturally. We'll get probably a few yellows in this. Do my best to try to not get caught up in any of it, obviously. Michael Turner, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, truck race will have plenty of time. To yesterday was somebody in the chat during our gaming stream yesterday that there wasn't supposed to be rain this weekend, so being in the mountains out Pocono, you just never know. Oh, boy. Well, we almost had our first wreck. How did he save that? I jammed it right into the back of the car in front of me. I don't know how much nose damage we have from that. I hit him pretty good. Is that necessary? I don't think it was. Trying to run me up the racetrack for 27th. I think J.J. Yaley's in the one car, if I remember correctly. It's been a couple months since we touched the Busch series. Yep, there we go. There's another one. Should be able to go about 60 laps on fuel. Pretty standard 3-stop race today. You going to be at Pocono this weekend, Michael? If you're not already there? Thanks for tuning in, Wade. Pretty warm, yeah. It's definitely going to be a warm weekend. I haven't really been outside today, so I don't really know if it's warm or not here. Oh, that was a bad idea to look at my phone right in the middle of the turn. That was a rookie mistake. That was just a slight scrape of the wall. We're all right. Oh, yeah, it is the first day of summer. Today or tomorrow? I always forget if it's the 20th or the 21st. I always thought it was the 21st. Workout in the morning. Well, I mean, I don't work out outside, so I can pick and choose whenever. It's a lot warmer in my room than what it would be where the area where I work out at. There were a couple days when I was down in Texas. I got a Planet Fitness membership just for the week I was there. And there was 2 days specifically. It was pretty warm. I walked out of that place while I was already done kicking my ass, and it was just sweltering. I'm like, oh gosh, that was terrible. Just to walk out to my car, and then my car was hot. That was tough. I powered through it though. It's like only half a mile from where I was staying. I could have walked there if I really wanted to, but it was too warm. I'm not doing that. Ethan, thanks for tuning in. I wish I didn't qualify in the back either, but it's just the way it is on this game. Qualifying's just broken. I had to qualify on the pole or like dead last. Oh boy. Hang on to it. Definitely gonna have to mow the lawn in the morning. Consider I'll be streaming all afternoon tomorrow anyway. I guess I'd have to regardless. But good easy way to beat the heat. The focus is on. We made it up to 14th pretty quick. 22 laps. Just slowly picking these guys off. I'm curious to know how much of my tires I've been abusing this whole time. I've gone down to the apron through the tri-oval quite a bit too. That's going to abuse those tires. Just it's the quicker way for me to try to get underneath them when I get a run, because I feel like I stall out behind the middle to end of the straightaways on both ends. So that opens up just a little bit more track for me to be able to get underneath them before I get into turn one. By our teammate Dale Jr. Bump draft Kevin Conway all the way down the backstretch. Teamwork there. Oh, oh. Hang on to it. Clint Boyer tried to cram it up the middle. I was going to say, look out, Denny. I thought I was taking him with me. I don't know how I kept that off the wall. That's the slowest wiggle I've ever seen. Well, I was moving along just fine. So Clint Boyer tried to cram it 3 wide between me and Denny Hamlin. There wasn't enough room. I'm stuck on the outside. There we go. Got back down in front of Earnhardt. Drove it in deep. Oh, now I pulled a Boyer. 12th draft, Kevin Harvick. Oh, that's Jeff Burton's in the 29. That's right. Getting a little sketchy out here these last couple laps. We're good. Back up the entry a bit. Roll to the bottom. There we go. Get the run. 42 car on the outside. Should be able to get him. That's Jamie McMurray, I think. Oh, sorry. No. Who's in that car? Montoya, that's right. That's right. Yeah, McMurray's at Roush. Had to think about that for a second. It's 2007, so Montoya's a rookie. Busch and Cup. It's past Hamlin for 8th. Getting as close to the grass as I can. Slide up in front. Kevin Harvick. Here we go. All right, Clint. Cost me a couple spots a little bit ago. Now let's see if I can get those spots back. There we go, up to 5th. Got 3 Roush cars. Oh, no, never mind. That's Casey Kane. I thought it was Matt Kenseth in front of me. It's the 9, not the 17. Tell you what, man. These graphics, I feel like, are worse than what they were in NASCAR 07, at least on my TV. Maybe with the way the game capture card is, it's clear for you guys on YouTube, but I feel I have a harder time trying to read the icons above the race cars compared to what I did some of the earlier games we played. By David Reagan for 4th. Yeah, there it goes. Now the right rear's starting to wear out just a bit. Still holding on fine for right now. Got somebody else blowing up. That's Reed Sorensen. Should be able to get Casey Kane here. Here we go. JJ Yaley led every lap so far. I don't know if I've noticed anybody else take the lead on the track map. Well, if he has so far, he's not going to be for long because here comes Truex. Yaley led that lap of the line, but Truex is going for the lead. Turn 1, we got it. New leader. Welcome to the stream, Matthew. Doing good. Get my racing fix in before we get more of my racing fix in. The truck race soon after. 30.527 is the fastest lap I've ran. I can't remember what I ran in qualifying, to be completely honest. I didn't really pay attention to it. When I saw it was last on the first lap, I was like, yeah, I'll probably end up qualifying last again. Go figure. That's 3 straight qualifying efforts. I've been deep in the field. Then I had a pole at Watkins Glen on Tuesday. We do have Watkins Glen coming up soon on this Busch Series schedule, too. Probably end up being a wreck fest like the truck race there was. Pretty fun driving through the field, though. I mean, it wasn't super tough to navigate through traffic, but I had to be patient with it, and I was. Proud of myself. There's that one instance where Clint Boyer got into my right rear just a little bit, but that wasn't on me, so. I'm glad that when I picked this game back up for the first time in a couple months, that I'm still being patient. Because that is where it really gets me sometimes, is I just try to pass cars as quickly as I possibly can, and you can't really get away with that a lot, especially when you're in a full race like this. I mean, there's really no need to. I mean, there could be a sense of urgency in certain circumstances, but definitely not off the start of the race like we just had when it's 200 laps. Should be coming up on our first pit stop here in about 20 laps or so, if I had to guess. I don't think we'll make it on 2 stops. I think it's going to be a 3-stopper. We'll have 4 sets of tires. Well, maybe we... I don't know if we can make it to lap 60. What's for dinner? I honestly don't know. For lunch, I had some bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches. That was pretty good. That hit the spot. On toast. Kind of a brunchy meal. Yeah, this car's handling pretty good, honestly. With as quick as it is, I kind of don't want to touch it right now. When we do come in to make our first stop. Tuna sounds good. Wade, you're getting my appetite back up again. I might have to hit up Subway for dinner after the truck race today. I don't have any tuna in the house, so that's going to be the only way I'm going to be getting tuna tonight. Their tuna's not bad. I've had some tuna melts from Subway. That's probably... my chicken bacon ranch is the go-to. I'd probably put a tuna melt as my number 2 pick from Subway. Making him hungry. You are making me hungry. I just ate like 2 hours ago, but I eat a lot, so. I don't know if I'm going to have a lot of time to grab a snack in between streams. I mean, we're probably going to have like 10 to 15 minutes before I go live for the truck race. Definitely short and compacted. Number 16. Yeah, I don't know what the numbers are there. They've changed it around quite a bit from the longest time. I pretty much just know the name of the sub I get and go with it from there. I will say the chicken bacon ranch, it depends on like what locations you go to, because they use the oven roasted chicken now majority of the time, and then some of the places I get to pick, and I much prefer the grilled chicken over the oven roasted. I was a little upset when they changed that for me. I think the chicken bacon ranch is still up there for me, but it has to be the grilled chicken. And then I have to use Chipotle sauce instead of ranch. That's my go-to. I mean, I like ranch, but the Chipotle sauce, that's top tier. Honestly, when I'm eating salads now, I use a Chipotle ranch more than I use like a regular ranch. It's good on tacos too. Quesadillas, like anything Mexican, I use the Chipotle ranch. I probably should take it easy. I don't want to make myself too hungry right now. I still got 150 laps left. And then a truck race. 80 laps at Pocono after this. Take it easy on the food talk. Fatal Phantom, thanks for tuning in. I'm early because the truck race is at 5 o'clock. Excuse me. Truck race is at 5 o'clock today at Pocono, so. Felt like doing another gaming stream. I've been hooked on it these last few days since getting back into it. That's what I was going to talk about a little bit ago, and I went on a different tangent. We started talking about Subway, but yeah, taking the break away from it, and then coming back, I'm all in on this now. Especially we're right smack dab in the middle of basically every season. Grind it out, get to the finish. I'm excited to get one more season in before NASCAR 25 ends up coming out. I'd like to think I can get another season in. It's going to be tight. It's going to be custom schedule. I'll probably have to do slightly shorter seasons. Like, might only do like 30 races for the Cup instead of 36. Do like 20 truck races, 25 Busch races or something. Man, we're really light on fuel. I think I'm going to have to pit very, very soon. I was expecting to go about 60 laps on gas, but it looks like we're going to split this race evenly in quarters. Got some cars on pit road right now. I'm going to pit this time by. I don't want to run out of gas. So our fuel load is a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be. Pretty even three-stop race today. And because I didn't have practice, it's going to be interesting trying to get to pit road without speeding. And trying to make it to pit road. Oh my gosh, that was close. I don't think I sped. Oh, caution. I was on pit road when the caution flag came out, so I think I should be on the lead lap still. And we'll be able to service our race car and not pit during the caution. I don't know what happened, but we had a wreck somewhere. I almost missed the pits. That would have bailed me out, though, if I did miss the pits. Man, that was close. I mean, it was like 2 seconds after I hit that commitment line, the caution came out. Look at how clean that thing is. All right. Caution in the pits? Oh my gosh, that's what the... I don't know if I've seen that before. Caution was on pit road. David Reagan, who was trying to turn in. The 117 was trying to turn into his box, and David Reagan goes around. And he slides back into a box and then back out again. That was a weird-looking spin. I don't think he hit the inside wall. That was dangerous on pit road. All right. Yeah, we're going to regain the lead here. Obviously, we could stay out. We just pitted. And I think I'm still in the lead. There we go. I mean, honestly, that couldn't have worked out any better. Green flag in the air. I did not fire off well in the restart. It's okay. Only lap cars got around me. There's quite a few that fell a lap down because of the way that caution fell. Well, we had the worst timing caution at Bristol, and then we had about as good of a timing of caution here at Chicagoland. Mike Wallace, I didn't get a good look at who the other driver was that just unlapped themselves on the restart. I didn't make any adjustments when I was on pit road. It's one of the 16 cars. It's either Greg Biffle or Ty Cleaver. And then the other 16 cars right in my rear view in second. I'll look up on the leaderboard, see who's who. There's very few cars that are actually a lap down. Cleaver was the driver who just got his lap back, so Greg Biffle's in second. There's 38 cars, 37 rather, on the lead lap. Are you flying to Chicago or from Chicago? I thought you were going from Chicago to Florida. Are you flying into Chicago on a connected flight and then going down to Florida? Oh, okay. I had it the other way around. Just ran our fastest lap of the race, 30.344. Cleanest track I've had with lap traffic. Compared to starting deep in the field in that initial start we had. This feels like a great lap going right now. I think if I can get off turn 4 and clear Mike Wallace cleanly enough, there we go. I think this is going to be the fastest lap of the race now. Oh, I tied it. I tied the lap before to the exact 1,000th of a second. That's insane. I don't think I could do that again if I tried. It'd be kind of hard to try, but... Won the same exact lap time 2 laps in a row. They were both the fastest lap of the race. I was not clear. I clipped the apron right in the middle of the corner, and that shoved the race car. I caught it. We're good. I was just a little too low. The center of the corner. Now I'm going to start giving up a little bit of time. Let's try that again. There we go. Oh, jeez. All over the place. I'll get it together eventually. Tried that over-under move, and I got back in the gas too soon. There we go. Got him that time. Focus. I'm trying. A little bit of a block there. Kind of had a run on me again. There we go. All right. Now we got clean air on the nose. Yeah, Biffle's in second. My bad. The fact those two cars are identical definitely throws me off. Both 16 cars. The fact that they have the same number and the same sponsor. Nowadays, it's kind of normal to have the same sponsor on multiple cars during the course of the weekend, so the schemes could look the same. But something I'm noticing also, I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but on screen, next time I go by the front stretch, obviously you see that the grandstands are full. But if you look up in the rearview mirror, as I'm driving by the grandstands, they're empty. Or at least it looks like it's empty. The rearview mirror, the grandstands are empty, but then if you're just looking at the grandstands regularly, they're full. Yeah, it's definitely the case. I noticed that a little bit ago. I don't think I said anything about it till now. I don't know if I've seen that before either. So we had a wreck on pit road, which warranted a caution in the middle of green flag pit stops. That was new. And now the glitch with the grandstands being empty in the rear view, but not in the actual regular camera that we're using. Bit strange. So we should have been able to save a few laps of fuel during the caution. So I would imagine we could get closer to about lap 105 or somewhere around there before we have to pit again. A little bit past halfway. It's a pretty easy two-stop race to the end. And break it down into a third from that last restart, really. Just over a second lead, so that's Cleaver that's still behind me, not Biffle. I think Biffle did get by Mike Wallace, though. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in for this stream, by the way. We've had a little bit over 20 people in the chat, and I'm quite surprised because of how early the stream is in the afternoon on a Friday. I don't know that I've done a stream this early, especially like a regular Monday through Friday. I know during the non-NASCAR racing season in the winter, I'll do early afternoon streams, but those will usually be on the weekend anyway. So it kind of takes place of when I would be doing the live commentary streams. So appreciate everybody tuning in. We are still doing live commentary for the truck race at 5 p.m. today. But been hooked on the video game stuff since we got back into it on Tuesday night. And I didn't want to wait till Monday, so got one more in me for the weekend, and we'll return to the gaming on Monday, and obviously live commentary later today. We'll have a doubleheader tomorrow, Cup practice and qualifying at 12:30 in the afternoon, then at 3:30 the Xfinity race, and then the Cup race at 1:30 in the afternoon on Sunday. Hope there's a caution. I mean, just for the sake of me running as good of a race as I am right now, the least amount of cautions, the better. I just want to be in control of this thing. I hate when stupid things happen in these games and we just get repetitive cautions after a little bit, and it throws the strategy just all the way off. Like, we're in prime position right now. Everybody needs to pit 2 more times the rest of the race. Now we've got the track position with the lead. We're slightly pulling away. 2.5 lead is probably about as large of a lead as I've had. Considering we didn't really get to the lead until about 33 laps in. 35, lap 35 I think it was when I took the lead the first time. Yeah, last race on Prime this weekend. That flew by. Granted, I missed one of the broadcast races just because I was at Michigan for the Cup race that day, but yeah, it definitely flew by. Yeah, it definitely makes it fun for the viewers. We get some yellows. We got one. That's one more than we had in our truck race yesterday. Actually went caution free at the Toyota Raceway. 49 minutes it took me to run a half-mile short track, 200 laps. I don't know that I've ran a quicker truck race ever. sub 50 minutes. I ran a couple that were under an hour. Some of those Bristol races can go by quick without yellows, but 49 minutes. I think the only one that could beat it is maybe the Dodge Raceway, but the only problem with that is it would be an extra 50 to 100 laps, so I don't know that that's actually going to end up getting done less than 50 minutes. Got 18 likes on the stream already, too. See if we can get that up to 25 before we finish this thing off today. I'm barely lifting. I was kind of testing that out and qualifying to see how flat out I can run around this track, and I barely have to lift. Kind of back up the entry and blip the throttle in and out a couple times, and then just kind of stand on it. As long as I arc my corner off fine. And there's a couple times I've brushed the wall off the exit of the corner just because I flatlined it a little too much and still tried to do my normal timing. When I was in traffic, I was touching the brakes just to make sure I wasn't running over anybody. But now that I'm on my own, I think that's why I'm really starting to stretch out my lead. It's more and more of a rhythm every single lap we click away. There has been a bit of fall off, though, because I'm like 0.6 slower that last lap than the fastest lap we ran at the beginning of the run, about 25 laps ago. So tires are definitely important. With how even the fuel window is, with the amount of laps that we had from the start of the race, it's kind of hard to go off strategy. We just hit halfway out of gas right as I was approaching lap 82 at the line. I pitted at lap 52 coming to lap 53, but then we had a caution while I was on pit road, so that saved a few extra laps. Before, we were barely able to make it just over 50. So if anything, that caution actually helped us even more trying to make this thing a one stop or 2 stops. Computer alerts, I didn't even hear it myself, honestly. Probably my email or something. All right, so we should be about 20 laps away from pit stops. Another 10 minutes or so. I mean, we could get a caution at the edge of a pit window that could make things interesting for the strategy purposes of the race. Because I say right now it's straightforward. But all it takes is just one small thing to happen. We catch a caution at a weird point. And then all heck breaks loose. getting tires with 4 to go if caution comes out. Talking like end of the race situation, not the way it's looking right now because we have a lot of cars in the lead lap still. I haven't even gotten into green flag lap traffic this whole race. So pit stops last time, trapped a handful of them lap down. NASCAR 08 style, crank it up, yeah. It's basically what I'm doing in a nutshell. I'm just in no man's land right now, no traffic around me. It's a Sunday drive on a Friday afternoon. Still got to stay focused. It's not hard to make a mistake. I did kind of spin my tires on that one restart we had, despite the fact that the tires were fresh, which I thought was kind of weird. I spun my tires on this game before, but it seems like I only do that when I'm on old tires. I wonder how much worse it would get if I did have a restart on older tires. If we catch a caution anywhere between now and our second stop, I think we have to pit. We're just too close. We're too close to the window with where we're at right now that I feel like it'd be foolish to stay out, then have to pit less than 10 laps later. Only reason I did that at Watkins Glen in the truck race because we had so many cautions that it was getting predictable that we were going to get so many more yellows. Not in a race like this, though. Cautions are a lot more unpredictable. I'm curious to see if we end up getting another one in the middle of green flag pit stops again. About a 3-second lead. I got to be a little bit better with my pit road entry too, because I almost missed the pits the last time. I did make it in without speeding, though. I wonder how that would have worked if I had sped on pit road. And then the caution came out. Like, would I have restarted at the tail end of the field? Because it's a 5-second time penalty in the game. It's not a pass-through like it would be in real life. I don't want to ever have to find that out. Maybe it'd be a get-out-of-jail-free card. I wouldn't have to serve a penalty at all. I doubt that that's the case, though. I also don't know how intelligent this game is to dictate otherwise. All right, we'll be halfway this time by. 100 laps down, 100 to go. All right, with when I started the stream, I'm pacing good enough to definitely get this done well before the truck race starts. Which I figured, which is why I started it when I did. That was not a good corner. I'm starting to slip around just a little bit more on these tires, too. Not necessarily getting the grip I once was. End of the tire life. Losing a little bit of my lead last few laps. I'm not able to wrap the bottom like I was. Catching the back end of the lead lap traffic. It's like 4 cars up here I'm closing in on. Okay, I backed my entry up a little bit better that time. Nobody's hit pit road yet, but any lap now we're going to start seeing some cars pitting. Man, they're 3 wide up here. Just don't wreck in front of me. Yeah, fuel load's definitely getting light. I didn't think I was going to catch these guys before I pitted. I haven't been around traffic on this old of tires yet. Actually got a little loose that time. I'm going to pit this time by. That mid-corner speed is where I'm getting those guys. All right, coming in. Oh, no! He shoved me off of pit road. I think we're okay. I think we're still going to make our stop. Oh, were we 3 wide? I got to go back and look at that. Was I 3 wide into the pits? I didn't realize we were 3 wide. I mean, we're making our stop. I think I got underneath the commitment line and then he pushed me wide, which is why it's still registered for me to pit. That was scary. I thought I was going to have to go back around another time. I did swing a little wide in the box again, but him hitting me didn't help. No adjustments, 4 tires of fuel. Carry on, nothing happened. We got a speed glitch going on right now. I think I just lost the lead. Oh, don't hit me. Yeah, we got a major speed glitch going on right now. Gosh darn it. So Biffle's in the lead. Yaley's up to second. Trying to block Earnhardt and hold on for third. Oh, we didn't cycle particularly well. Thought the pit stop was okay. Hey, Dale Jr.'s going for second, too. I had a 3-second lead, and now I'm a 1.5 out of the lead. .149, just ran my fastest lap again. Backed out of it and let him go. Enrico Sanchez, thanks for tuning in. All 3 of us are closing in on Biffle. A little too far wide that time. I thought I was going to end up in the wall. Finally got by J.J. Yaley. All right. on. There you go. Like how the lap cars are running up at the top, letting Biffle through, and then the minute he gets clear, they pull to the bottom to block me. Now I have an awkward entry into the corner, just to try to get around him. I was going to try to cross me over. That's stupid. What does that guy have against me? Maybe he just really likes Greg Biffle. I mean, I like Greg Biffle too, but not that much. What is this? What is this guy doing? He's running like 30-something. Now he's acting like he's battling me for second. Is he going to go up here and pass Biffle too? Man, I didn't realize Dale Jr. was there. Oh, look at that. Crossover. Go down here. There we go. I got a great run. For the lead. We're clear. There we go. Might have to block him. Yep. I knew he was going to get a run. The way I slid up in front of him. Held him up down the back straightaway. Now Dale Jr. is probably going to get the second. Jr. was looking pretty quick. Post pit stops. I think he might be the guy we could be racing for the win with. Get down the stretch. He hasn't won yet this season, but between me having 12 wins with Truex and Paul Menard having 3 wins on the season, I'd say DEI in the Busch Series has been pretty dominant. He is second in points. I wonder if I'm going to be able to pull away like I did earlier. I'd like to, in case for whatever reason I lose that much time on pit road again during the final stop. Still got a long ways to go yet. 77 laps. I'm gonna have to pause it for a quick second. I gotta get my laptop on the charger. I don't want to lose the stream. Alrighty. It's the first time I paused it the whole stream. I hate pausing it. Alright, let's get back into this. Bathroom break. There you go. Maybe for you, not for me. I'm good. I'll make my pit stop in between streams. I don't know. Pausing it caused me to run 0.8 of a slower that last lap. Probably. Unless we've had that much tire fall off already. I mean, I noticed we had quite a bit earlier. And I ran my fastest lap of the race, I guess, after these green flag pit stops, so... might force the fall off to look greater than it actually is. Yeah, it's still 0.8. It's only been 20 laps. I guess it was, what, like 0.6 after 25 or 30 laps on the last run? I mean, that's what we want, though. If we get that much tire fall off and we can just manage it better than everybody else, that's probably how I was able to get out to a 3-second lead the last run. They were hanging around me there for a little bit. They were actually racing me pretty good on the short run, but we just got that long run speed in this thing. Much rather be good in the long run than the short run. I hate being good on the short run and then giving up time or having to play defense with an ill-handling car. No, thank you. That's how I get caught up into wrecks. I like when I can be patient early and knowing I'm going to have a good chance of getting them later as long as we stay green. But these guys have to get out of my way. I'm not that far ahead of Dale. Oh, come on, man. Look at this guy blocking me. Trying to stay on the lead lap. Busch Series all next week. We're close to the end of the truck series, so I'd like to get the trucks. I know the next race is a little longer, so that'll be good for Monday. That would be New Hampshire. But there's a very good chance I can finish the truck series next week on the channel, so I would rather do that. Just because I'll end up clinching the championship early, both there and in the Busch Series. Oh, that was terrible. Lost so much time doing that. Some of it back on the straightaway, but that's not exactly what I was trying to do. I'll tell you what, these lap cars are racy today. Not been making my life easy. They're pretty spaced out for the most part. They're not tightly congested together. You wouldn't think it'd be as hard to get around them as it has been. All right. halfway out of gas, lap 134. The further I could take this run, the more confident I feel with not making an adjustment for the final stop. Because I did feel a bit loose at the end of that last run in particular. But I also won't have to go that far on the final run the way the fuel mileage is looking. You know, that's just over 50 laps that I'm starting to get just a little bit too free. It's not bad when I'm by myself or even around lap cars I'm significantly quicker than. But if I was battling for position, which is the way I've got to be thinking here, and I'm battling for the win with Dale Jr., I want a little bit more grip than I had. I haven't touched the car yet, adjustment-wise. Might just put like a half around a wedge into it. I don't think I'm going to do something too drastic. That would be if I had to go 50 laps, but I don't think I'm going to touch it. Because if I only got to go 40 laps or less, I think it'll be all right. As long as I continue to take care of the car, not have any situations where there's contact or something of that nature. I just realized that DEI is 1, 2, 3 right now. I didn't know Paul Menard got up to third. Greg Biffle, who was leading for a bit, is falling back to fifth. I wonder if he pitted before everybody and that's how he cycled to the lead. And now his tires are fading as we go later in the run. Because he was about a second and a half ahead of Dale Jr. when he was in second. And we fell from first to fourth. And we had a 3-second lead. So that's also concerning. I can't afford to give up, 4.5 seconds again. We had a little issue getting onto pit road because there was contact with somebody who was underneath me. Hopefully I have more clean track/traffic to navigate onto pit road without getting ran wide. Three cars gap, one car, and then after that one car, there's nobody for a long time. Probably not till after we pit again, honestly. We could start to see them pit in about 10 laps. I'm curious to see if everybody's going to try to take it as far as they can, or if some drivers are going to try to pit as soon as the window opens. I'm taking it. I don't want a caution coming out screwing me over like it did at Bristol a couple days ago, so try to learn from my mistake as much as I can. We'll have enough laps left on the back half of the run if I pull out of the lead again that we can get it back. Joey Logano fan, thanks for tuning in. Yep, NASCAR on TNT next week. In-season tournament starts next week. Oh, come on, man. Ah. I probably could have backed out of that and avoided that from happening. Oh, there goes that track position. Yeah, I mean, I could have backed out of it. He crowded me clearly, but these lap cars have been pesky tonight. That's our first caution in almost 100 laps. We're just outside the fuel window still. Nobody else going to pit. We don't have as much damage as I thought. I was coming down to repair damage because I thought I had quite a bit. I can't take fuel or tires. I hit him that second time after we straightened back up. Luckily, the car slowed down enough. I'm so glad that he straightened it back up again, because I thought for a second he was just going to kind of come back up the racetrack nose first into the wall, or at least up the racetrack in that vicinity nose first, and I was going to clear him out. All right, well, Dale Jr. leads now. You're welcome. We've got a good enough car to try to get back up here, at least I think. Didn't help the tires much there. And green flag's back in the air. Well, I didn't spin my tires as bad as everybody else did. Got what, 4 spots? 3 spots? 3 of them. I think we were 22nd. We're 19th now. Oh, boy. Oh, Denny. Overdrove the entry into turn 1. I definitely don't feel like I have the tires underneath me like I did before that slide. There is a lot of laps left, generally speaking, but only 50 laps to go. It's also not a lot of laps left. I just don't want to lose too much time when we come back onto pit road with everybody having to pit one more time yet. First rivalry in NASCAR after like 10 years. But Chastain and Denny had a pretty heated rivalry there for a minute. But it has been a few years. The Kyle Busch and Stenhouse deal, that was pretty much just one race at North Wilkesboro last year. Austin Hill and Sheldon Creed had quite the feud there at RCR in the Xfinity Series a couple seasons ago. We didn't really, I mean, went through all of last year not really having any, but yeah, 2022, early 2023, Chastain and Hamlin was the last one in the Cup Series. I mean, we'll have drivers upset with one another here and there, but it doesn't really turn into anything. He and you rivals? No. Maybe friendly rivals. Friendly competition. Lacking that rear grip. back the corner entries up just a little bit more than I was. Oh man, I got really free getting into the corner. Car wanted to turn down to the apron right now. It's getting really light on me. First half of the corner straightens itself out when I get into the second half of the corner, but that turn in is killing me right now. Only made up 6 positions in about 10 laps. Said I don't think the car's really hurt too bad. I just got to get fresh tires back on this bad boy again. Should be okay from there. Picks for the truck race today? Honestly, I'd be shocked if somebody other than Carson Hocevar or Corey Heim wins the race. Heim is the favorite. I want to pick Carson, but Corey Heim has just been so quick at Pocono the last 2 years, especially last year. Last year, he 70 laps rather than 80 last season. But he led all but 15 laps of that race. Won both stages, won the race, started on the front row. The year before that, he led 27 laps out of 60. And he got passed by Kyle Busch in turn 2 on the final lap and finished second. Am I into basketball? Not as much as I used to be. I played growing up, but I haven't really watched any NBA the last few years. Ever since the COVID season, I haven't really watched any basketball. I barely even watched March Madness this year, too, when that rolled around. All right, Dale Jr. just pitted from the lead. "40 laps to go this time by." I think we're going to have to pit this time, too. Maybe. I'm going to have to stay out one more lap. I didn't want to, but the car got a little light on me there. We'll go one more. Well, that didn't help. This isn't a very clean lap either. I got to keep it on the bottom so I can pit this time. There we go. Oh my gosh, everybody's checking up. What was that? Everybody just jammed on it coming into the pits. I was looking down at the speedometer. I'm like, yep, I'm right at the speed I need to be going. Everybody else is like, yeah, let's just take it like 20 miles an hour slower. Final stop. Come on, guys. A 19-second stop. We're going to be at the tail end of the pack. Okay, I'm not at the tail end. Never mind. Right in the middle of it. I definitely lost some spots. Should get a couple more back. Who's going to be the leader is the next question. Just give me home court, give me the Thunder. Like I said, I don't really know much about either team. I know they have Game 7 coming up, and that's all I know. From the things I've heard, it's been pretty entertaining, but I don't think I've watched a single NBA game. Even when the Pistons were in the playoffs, they were really cool to watch. I kept up with it. That's sad. It's honestly sad. I need to get back into it. It's one of those deals like when you play it so much, like growing up as a kid, and then you step away from it. Like I graduate high school, I move on. I don't play much after that. I was playing pickup games there on the side for a few years. I actually played like 2 pickup games last year still too, but I don't know. It's just like get tired of it after a while. I never really got that with racing when I was a kid, but with basketball, it seems like the older I get, just the further removed I get from it. It's not really anything with the sport itself that's drawing me to not really wanting to watch it. It's more just being basketballed out, I guess. That was not a great stop by the pit crew. I don't like our position that we're in right now. We only got 35 laps left. We're in 17th still. 6 seconds off the lead. I lost 3 to 4 seconds of my gap to the leader again. I think we were 3 seconds back. So that's 2 green flag pit stops we've had in the race today where the pit crew had cost me like 3 to 4 seconds of time. That's tough to get back. We got it back once, but the difference is I was in 4th the first time. Now I'm in 17th. But we do have long run speed in the race car, so that's a plus. Got a lot of cars right in front of us. Big thing now is just trying to get through traffic as cleanly as we can. If we have any lap traffic for the end of the race, same thing there. Arby's, we have the meat. I haven't had Arby's in a minute. There's one not that far from where I work, but I never go there. I got some good curly fries. Man, I got close to the wall there. 32 to go. Oh, it's crunch time. All right, Jamie. I don't like doing this, but I feel like I've got to. I got to make room somehow. Oh, Jamie's just... He's being pesky right now. I can't stay with him on entry into the corner. Let me in, Jamie. Gosh darn it. I really didn't want to give that position up. I entered so flat I couldn't hold it, though. All right, I really need to go, and he's bothering me. Whoa. I'm passing everybody else but him. There we go. There we go. Oh, I overdrove it. I'm leaning on you. I don't care. I gotta go. I thought I was going to slow us both up and up. The Hamlin was going to get by us both. He almost did. 13, 30 to go. 29 now. Oh, we got plenty of gas to make it to the finish. I'll be like 10 to 15 laps to the good. Yeah, that's not a question. Tire management will be a little bit of the question. I'll be fine, considering we'll only have like 39 or 40 laps to run on these tires. I don't really start getting loose until I get above 40 laps. We're definitely closing, which I expected to. I knew the car was fine. I just had to get fresh tires on it. Losing that track position was obviously vital. Follow Montoya there, get another spot. 4 seconds off the lead, up to 12. I wouldn't mind another caution. It's going to be tough to get to the lead under green. I think I could get back into the top 5, but I don't know about a race win. Oh, somebody's blowing up. I thought it was Dale Jr. for a second, I'm not going to lie. I wish it was, because he's starting to check out on everybody else. Hopefully I can stay underneath him. I got to go for this. 3 wide. There we go. Found some grip. Got 2 of them. Up to 9. Well, Paul Menard fell back. He was in 3rd. I think I did clinch the most laps led before I lost the lead. Oh, I'm definitely excited for NASCAR 25. I've been waiting a few years for a new NASCAR game. Everybody has. And it seems very promising, too, so I'm excited. I'm not as cautiously optimistic as I was with the last couple of NASCAR games. I'm, like, legitimately excited this time. Feel like a kid all over again. All kids at heart. Grown man, I'm still playing video games. Here we are. All right, we're up to 8th. Dale Jr. has checked out. Golly, 21 laps to go this time by. About 2.5 seconds off the lead, a little less than that. Just getting through traffic is the big thing right now. We've got the car, barely. It's just a very, very, very slow, methodical climb. I was going to say, I thought Mike Wallace was a lap down. He is. It's not for position. But it is another car in the rear view. I don't think Dale Jr. is going to catch any lap traffic the rest of the race either. He's got nothing but clean air. Well, we've had the long run speed all day long, so if there was one chance to win this thing, it was a long green flag run to the finish. And I was starting to question if I was going to have enough laps to get there with how deep we were. We were 17th when we cycled off of pit road. We were of the last group of cars to pit, too. Dale pitted like 2 laps before us. I don't think that's going to really matter too much in our favor, but it doesn't hurt. 2 seconds off the lead. Really trying to back the corner entries up just a little bit more. I think we're all kind of closing in on Dale. I think Dale's bleeding his lead a little. I overdrove it. I'm trying new things every corner. I'm doing what I can. Just try to get a little bit more speed. Try to back it up. Kevin Harvick, Marcus Ambrose right in front of us side by side. I try to back up the entry to the corner. I feel like I'm just giving up too much time. 1.2 off the lead, but we're still in 8th. Just feel stuck. Just stay glued to that white line and get a little bit more clean air on the nose. Run just a little lower than everybody else. 15 laps left. Everybody's closing in on Dale Earnhardt Jr. Paul Harvick get underneath Jeff Burt. It's for 7th. Biffle stuck on the outside. Harvick trying to side draft him. Drive it in deep. Try to get underneath him. There we go. I didn't want him to get back to the bottom. We'll side draft in the middle of the corner. Up to 6th. How about Marcus Ambrose up to 3rd? He just made a 3-wide pass on Matt Kenseth. Or sorry, Danny O'Quinn Jr., the other 17 car, and Kevin Harvick. Harvick gets by O'Quinn Jr. Now it's our turn for 5th. Should get him. Hopefully I'm clear off turn 2. Yep. Here we go. Top 5 again. Junior leads. Kevin Conway's in 2nd. Marcus Ambrose 3rd. Kevin Harvick 4th. And our driver, Mark Truex Jr. in 5th. And there's still time. 12 to go. Back the entry up. I couldn't get down to the bottom, though. So you have to be so soon to the throttle. You back the entry up for this to actually work. Ambrose going for 2nd on Conway. Dale Jr. holds on, 11 laps left. We're only half a second off the lead. Any one of these top 5 can win it. Harvick underneath Conway for 3rd. The fact that Marcus Ambrose might win on an oval, even if it is the Busch Series. I gave up a lot of bottom there. I almost lost a spot. Got a run on Conway, though. Exit of the corner. 10 to go. Kind of like when I was back in 8th, I just feel like I'm stuck. We do have 2 lap cars up ahead. Conway back to the inside of Harvick again. Will they slow each other up enough for Truex to get through? They might. Not going to get underneath Conway, but we are under Harvick. And Truex is up to 4th. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, Ambrose going for it. Junior got held up behind the lap car, and they're side by side for the lead. Oh, man. That lapper held everybody up there. Oh, I overdrove it. No! Oh, man, that was my pathway to get by Dale Jr. for 3rd. Marcus Ambrose and Kevin Conway have just passed Dale Jr. Now Ambrose is trying to get by a lap car, and he might get held up, and here comes Conway for the lead. Truex under Earnhardt. 7 to go. Oh, we got to run. Send it. Oh. Dale's running me tight. We're good. Up to 2nd. We got 2 of them there. Conway's blocking for his life. I don't think he's ever won. For Joe Gibbs Racing. 6 to go. He's going to make this so difficult for me. No more lap traffic. Got to run. Try to side draft him as much as I can. He's not giving us a lot of room. I can't enter that deep into the corner, that flat. I'm definitely quicker than him. Here we go. Here we go. Side drafting me. So tight. Slowing each other up so much right now. Slam the door. We're good. We're good. 4 to go. Well, that was fun. A little more stressful for me, but got to the lead. Now I just got to make sure I don't blow it. Hopefully we stay green. I don't want to deal with a restart. Not on old tires. No, thank you. Well, long run speed was so vital. It's so crucial for us, and we're going to pull it off. Gapped him a little bit through 3 and 4 there. Probably got about 4 or 5 car lengths on him at the line. 2 to go. Get me to that white flag. Oh, what in the 2025 is that? I saw that guy wreck up there. Golly. 2 laps to go. We're less than a half a lap from the white flag, and we got 2 guys running at the tail end of the lead lap, crashing each other in turn 3. Oh, my gosh. Well, we had it won. You can't script this, man. You can't script it. All that work. I can't pit. We're going to have to fire off on old tires. I've spun. There's really nothing I can do if I spin my tires. I mean, you got to Green flag drops, you gotta go, and if it just doesn't go, it doesn't go. Green flag's in the air, white flag, 1 lap. Green, white checker. Our only attempt. I fired off well. I didn't spin the tires there. I just got to hold on to it. Oh, boy. Here comes Ambrose. Blocking high. Conway down low. We're good. I think we're good. Protect the bottom. Into turn 3. Final time. Ambrose still up on the high side with Conway underneath him. And Truex is going to hold on. Thank goodness that was only 1 lap. All right. Let's go. Oh, we had a little bit of everything there. All right. I'll tell you what, man. You want to talk about fight through adversity. Between that last pit stop that set us back and then the caution setting up the 1 lap green white checker, that was tough. I mean, we had the car to beat, but that was a lot tougher of a race than it probably needed to be, but we got it done. 98 laps led out of 200, 19 lead changes, 3 cautions, one of which setting up a green white checker. Last to first, there you have it. Kevin Conway led 3 laps late, finishes second. Marcus Ambrose third. Dale Earnhardt Jr. led 40 laps, finishing fourth. Kevin Harvick in fifth with no laps led. 2 for Jeff Burton in sixth. Greg Biffle in seventh, led for 11 laps. 3 for Danny O'Quinn Jr. in eighth. Paul Menard ninth, led 2 laps. While Pablo Montoya rounds out the top 10. Shout out to Marcus Ambrose, though, getting a top 3. 22 cars finished on the lead lap. David Reagan, Reed Sorensen, David Stremme, L. George. All blew up. I don't think that the driver who brought out the last caution DNF, if they did, it's really not going to show because they would have only finished like 1 or 2 laps down. Probably 2. 6 DNFs total. Margin of victory, 1/10 of a second because of the green-white checker. 2 hours, 8 seconds. Total time of the race, 149.82 mile per hour average race speed. All 3 cautions were like evenly spaced apart. Right around lap 50, right around lap, 140, and then right there at the end with 2 to go. Well, we got the win. And we will be headed to the Tiburon Raceway for the next NASCAR Busch Series race. Knowing how quick of a race that is, I'm not sure exactly what day I'm going to do it yet. But we will get there when we get there. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you guys in about 15 minutes. Truck Series racing at Pocono coming up shortly. Live commentary for that on a different stream, obviously, will begin soon. Thank you for watching this stream. Greatly appreciate it. Early afternoon, good turnout. Thanks for everybody tuning in, regardless of the earlier start time. And like I said, see you soon. Truck racing at Pocono coming up.